a prominent bread tuber got in some like cancellation drama over this dumb movie that I don't care about. And oh yeah. And Shaun has made multiple tweets that kind of feel like they're taking shots, but because yeah, he doesn't say anything direct or overt or express his opinions flatly. He just does the same like Pepe posting stuff. How is it just a joke? I don't think it's a joke. He retweeted something from April 2nd. He retweeted this 13 days after this tweet came out. This has 466 likes. It wasn't trending. It wasn't prominent. He searched on Twitter, Raya and the Last Dragon, found a movie announcement, and then he quote tweeted it immediately after a prominent bread tuber made a video about the harassment she received relating to this. Do you think that Shaun hates Lindsay Ellis because Lindsay Ellis called him out for the Bernier bus shit? That might actually be it, wouldn't it? Why people so evil? I really do think Shaun is a bad person. The problem is a lot of people don't think that because Shaun's videos are really good, but everything that I've seen, including talking to some other people, just other people who have engaged with Shaun at points in the past, it just seems like he's a really uncaring, shitty person, who's just an asshole to the people around him, you know? Like, yeah, being a leftist does not make a person a good person. Being a leftist is preferable to not being a leftist, but you're going to end up on a drama channel if you don't cool it. Wait, how am I not cooling it? I just think it's crazy that people think I'm the toxic, abrasive one in this community when I at least have the... Okay, I guess Twitter actually did crash. Well, people accuse me of being the toxic, abrasive one in the broader BreadTube community when there's shit like this going down. Jesus. Also, like, especially since the Lindsay Ellis video, about a quarter of it was dedicated to her describing, like, sexual assault and, like, the trauma from it. You know what I mean? Like, a decent chunk of that video was about like, really explicit personal stuff. This is, like, I'm a pretty edgy guy. If a person, even a person I really didn't like, and I like Lindsay Ellis, if a person who I didn't like made a video including content like that, and I would like, this goes beyond insensitive. If I shit-talked a person passive-aggressively after something like that, then I would be castigated. I would be crucified for it. Yeah, I don't know. How old is Vaush? Random question. I am 27. Do you think Shaun ever even watched the video? I don't think it matters. Does that make it better? Like, if you don't know, you know what I mean? And then keep in mind, this tweet he made on the 5th, this tweet he made on, wait, where'd it go? This tweet he made on the 15th, but the other shitty tweet that we saw was on the 16th. So he's had plenty of time to watch the video by now. So, yeah, I don't know. All right. So Shaun put out this banger tweet, and we're not going to get into drama, blah, blah, complain. Anyone who watches my stream knows Shaun is a dumb on Twitter. I don't know if it's the Brit brain. I don't know if it's some Twitter disease. I don't know. It's still astonishing to me that somebody who makes videos that good can make tweets this bad. But yeah, anyway, we're not going to linger on that. And anyway, not to exaggerate, but every political debate stream is pointless. Okay, they're extremely meaningful for teenagers who say Pog IRL, I concede. There's possibly worse ways they could be wasting their time, though none jump to mind right now. So I want to talk a little bit about this because there are other people who have talked, I guess, about the worthwhileness of the type of content that I do, and I thought it'd be interesting just to really quickly talk about it. So, by the way, enormously, like, condescending tweets there. I mean, I guess that's his shtick, but whatever. We'll get to that. So, when I talk about doing, like, debate live stream content, I feel like I'm always defending myself and defending the medium against a bunch of accusations that aren't rooted in reality. Because a lot of people on Twitter, if you talk to them, their perception of, like, debate bros is there's a bunch of racist white people and they stream and they're grifters and they're liberals, but they pretend they're leftists and they just want to say the N-word and they go on, all they do is debate black people and they tell black people that they're idiots for not agreeing with them. And every once in a while they debate a Nazi, but they're nicer to the Nazis than they are the black people. And then when they debate the black people, they're much meaner than they are to the Nazis. And then, like, so on and so forth, you know? The general impression that I think a lot of people have of, I'll just say specifically my content, is that I just sit here and I like just get like I'm frothing at the mouth, angry that all the real socialists don't like me. And that's only 50% of my content. That's not 100% of my content, okay? At least 50% of my content is long rambling stories of questionable relevance. So that's for there's at least something there, okay? There's this widespread perception that that like the debate bro live stream thing isn't really a valid medium, period. And it's weird to me because, you know, one of the things that I was taught, and this goes all the way back, I was learning this back in like early college, like how do you build a good movement? And one of the ways you do that is through diversity of tactics. That's really, really important because people are different, you know, even if you all share the same political values, people are really different. Some people legitimately get their political perspectives from like reading books, not from reading book recommendations from content creators they already agreed with, but legit just like reading books. Ooh, okay. There are people who watch like really chill sort of like news videos on YouTube and they like that, and there are people who like really aggressive, angry debate stuff. I mean, the ways in which a person can be exposed to leftist ideas are about as diverse as the ways in which humans have been communicating for thousands of years. That's why lefties care about making sure that movies and video games and stuff have progressive messaging, you know? That because you don't want all forms of media to be full of right-wingers who are very effective at disseminating their ideas in those formats. You want to be able to push back against that. Vaush, I like your content, but this is coming off really defensive at the moment to me. That's good. I am being defensive of the type of content that I do. If you think that it's defensive, like in a bad way, to say that the work that you do is valid, then I think you just lack self-esteem and you're projecting it onto me. I don't think that confidence is a bad thing. I'm very confident that what I do does good, and I'll talk about that. If I wanted to, I could ramble for like an hour on how I get so many emails from people telling me I was moved to the left and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. But I'd rather talk more broadly about like the online left in general.